Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Green Eyes, man. I just want to talk about this Canelo Crawford fight week. You know, I'm excited for it. You know, I know the Canelo fans, the Bud fans, they're excited for this fight. I've been looking at all the comments, whether it's on YouTube, Facebook, whatever, every boxing channel, yeah. Everyone's for the most part, everyone's excited for this fight. It's just, in my opinion, I don't think this fight has the buzz that other fights from the past had. Like, because for one, like personally, really nobody. I mean, even still to like now, no one really was begging, like calling for this fight. You know what I'm saying? Like they were calling for the Crawford Spence fight, for years. They wanted to see that fight because, it was two of the best in that particular weight class at welterweight. Then you had like it just doesn't have that buzz, what I'm saying, like that big fight buzz that like the Mayweather Pacquiao fight, that fight took years, Yeah, it doesn't have that buzz that fight had. Or we can even go back, like, the De La Hoya Trinidad fight. That fight had a lot of buzz. I'm trying to think what other fights had like that buzz. You can say Mayweather De La Hoya. That fight had a lot of buzz. Yeah, it's just, I know, Turkey Al-Sheikh and them, they're trying to promote this fight as fight of the decade. I'm anticipating a great fight. I really am. I just think that, as far as like the buzz is concerned, no one was really calling for this fight. Like they were like basically like they've been calling for Canelo and Benavidez for years, or everybody was calling for Crawford and Spence to fight. Yeah, it's just, I'm guessing this fight was just kind of thrown into there because, I'm guessing after Canelo signed that, I think it was like a 5-fight deal, Crawford was just technically thrown in there. And it's just, and then from what I've seen on Google, I think this fight is like the 3rd highest gate in boxing history. So, I hope the fight lives up to its, I hope the fight lives up to it, I'm looking at comments and people are already saying, a lot of people are pretty much saying Crawford's going to knock this dude out. Canelo's done. We shall see. Like I said, I'm excited for this fight. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it on Netflix. It's just, at the end of the day, it was kind of like the Spence Crawford fight. Even though it was a big fight, it just didn't have that buzz because, I don't know, it's it's just like the marketability. I'm guessing it's because even though Canelo's a big star, I guess over the past year and a half or so, due to the opponents that he fought, his stardom kind of went down. And Crawford, he's never really been a like a, how can you say, he's never really, I guess you could say he's never really been a marketable fighter. As great as he is, but like guys like Floyd Mayweather, he had that personality. People hated him so much. Everybody tuned in. Everybody wanted to tune to see him lose. I'm trying to think of another fighter that had that. Like Muhammad Ali. Yeah, Muhammad Ali. He was very marketable. People hated him, and then Yes, especially when he was in his prime. I'm trying to think who else was very marketable. Mike Tyson, yeah, you know, it's just, I know as great of a fighter Bud is, yeah, he just doesn't draw that type of crowd or, you know, attention. You know, especially I remember when he was with Top Rank, you know, Bob Arum was like, you know, he never really did interviews, and, you know, he never really marketed himself. You know, and I noticed after the Spence fight, now he's doing more and more interviews, and, you know, he's doing all types of stuff. So it's just like the casuals. I know, yeah, a lot of people probably know who Canelo is, but Crawford, you know, he's just, you know, the pure boxing experts and all that, you know, they know him. The boxing fans know him. It's just like worldwide. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say he's not really that much popular like that, but so that's why I think that's why, you know, this fight is not really buzzing like that. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, it's basically, it's like I say, you got two of the best. You know, you got a two-time undisputed in two weight classes in the four belt hit. You know, he's in the four belt, the four belt era. You know, he's going for his third one. You know, which is, you know, and then you got Canelo. He's technically a two-time undisputed super middleweight champion. So, you know, it's like I said, it's just legacies on the line. You know, so I'm expecting a great fight. You know, I hope it, you know, with them marketing it as the fight of the century, I mean, I hope it lives up to it. I'm expecting it to live up. I'm expecting the fight to live up to that hype. You know, I know a lot of people are really going for Crawford. You know, I know there's this notion that Canelo's done, and, you know, Crawford is a dog. You know, Crawford got everything, the tools. You know, so, you know, we shall see. I'll probably make a prediction video tomorrow. Yeah, but just let me know. You know, to everybody, do y'all think this fight is really, like? Do y'all think this fight has that, you know, has that buzz? You know, like that. Oh, you know, I can't wait to. You know, I might. You know, I just can't wait to watch it type of buzz. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know if y'all feel that way. All right, you know, I'm about to, you know, about to head back, get back to work. So yeah, y'all let me know. Peace.